Why are people afraid to let go of the things that are hurting them? And that question strikes a spot because I remember a time in my life where um, I I let's just be transparent here. I can see a time where in my life where smoking weed every day was just killing me, like mentally, physically. My focus was off. Everything was. It's like my life was centered around weed after class, before class, when I get home. Um, Let me finish my homework really fast so I can go smoke with my friends. And all I could see was the high for like a couple hours that I got from it, and I really couldn't. And I would hide behind that, and I think it was really. I think I didn't it didn't take me a long time. I mean I think it took me a long time to stop and realize what I was doing to myself was wrong because I was scared of change, and I was scared. I knew I was powerful enough to overtake it, and but I was just scared of committing to a new norm in my life. I was scared of getting better, which kind of sucks. Scared to get better in my
Mm.
life. Um, yeah. Have you guys ever dealt with being scared to change yourself, or were acting ignorant to the fact that you need to change something about you?
Yeah. Well, first off, uh, thanks for sharing, for being so, transparent
Yeah.
and vulnerable. It's a lot, like for somebody to talk about something that they struggle with like that. um, yeah, but definitely, I've needed to change, like at several points in my life. I was talking with a couple of friends um, that were going with me through my biggest struggle in my life, I would say, or one of the biggest struggles. Um, I was just like very like, and I was telling Jared about this too. I was just very rigid in my thinking, and I still can be, like to this day. Like I would tend to make rules for myself
Mm-hmm.
and then apply that set of rules to like other people too. Like they should abide by it. Um, I wasn't able to really effectively look outside of myself and view myself and what I was doing. I was just in my head. And it took me, years and years and years and years and years to like be honest enough with myself to face that. Um, you know, and that's just like one wave, of like uh, you know, my life where like I've needed to change. But yeah, there are like plenty of other ones. Um, you know, what about you, Jared?
Yeah, man. I remember just realizing like, when I got out the military, like I had a lot of the military in me, and I was still communicating, friends, family, loved ones. Like I'm still in the military, which is that's like real. Everything's got to happen 10 seconds ago. Why are you moving so slow? It's way more aggressive, and also, doing that in relationships. I think that's probably the reasons why, a lot of relationships will kind of went sour quickly is because having that attitude. I had to learn that you know it's a different world. You know what I'm saying? Like no, you're not going to be able to be in a relationship and try to be like a drill sergeant or a sergeant to run things like it's the military. I mean, it's not going to happen like that. So I had to realize like there's like a a few things you can take out of the military to make you successful outside, and maybe that's all work related, but and maybe the schedule, but it doesn't really work. It's family and relationships. You got to be more forgiving. The in the military when they're upset with you, they might yell and scream, but that's not going to work for your loved ones. So I had to figure out a different way of communicating. And it took a long while. I mean, I really didn't pick it up until I think early last year, to be honest with you. And I was just like, okay, I made a mistake. I said something I didn't want to say, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to rethink, how I approach communicating things, because now, I'm about to really ruin something that I feel like is really good if I, keep, communicating this way, or communicating that or acting like everything has to happen in 5 seconds flat, So I had to, figure out different ways of doing things. Had to slow down, try to take my mindset off that. And then I know that, like, since sometimes I have that military mindset to keep moving and keep things moving and move quickly, sometimes maybe now I'll add more tasks for myself so that I'm not so focused on, how quick somebody else is moving around me or something like that. So I had to learn a lot of different things to play off, the play off my mind so that I wouldn't keep doing it. Because, like, for the longest time, I didn't want to change anything from the military, because that was like my first adult success. Like, being in the military, being a successful career, being the fact that, I dropped out of college after like 2 or 3 years of just, gaining random credits. So it's just like, now going through the military, now I can do anything because I've done that. And then it's just like, you got to learn how to get rid of the things that don't work in your next environment. It's just a small adaptation for real.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty big too. I mean, like, to be able to, see that what you're doing is affecting, like, an important aspect of your life. And then actually, turning from it, you know, uh, basically just the evolution of us, as individuals, you know. Um, I just think it's an interesting, like, phenomenon for real, because it's like, I'm not the same person I was, you know, uh, 5 years ago, and I guess, now that, like, you talking about it, Jared, it's like, yeah, I mean, you're a different person than you were 5 years ago, like, for real, you know? Um, so it's just interesting, like, actually being able to, look back, reflect, you know, over your life. And for you, Jacob, I mean, like, at your young, ripe age, to be able to do that, and then, like, actually pivot and do something, like, different that is better, you know, uh, that's a skill for real, slash a gift, you know.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, somebody might need to, like, revisit some things in their life, and so, like, if you've gone through that already, you can, like, become effective in, like, showing other people how to do that.